Welcome to Frostfire Summer Theater's performance of Grand Old Country. It is the first of 4 shows in our Just for YouTube virtual entertainment series. We've had a great time putting these together for you, and we hope that you enjoy them. Each new show in the series premieres Saturday night at 6 p.m., so sit back, relax, and enjoy.
Pardon me. Excuse me.
Excuse me. Will, I hope we're not late.
Shh, we're not late.
Well, I hope not. Oh, would have been here a whole lot sooner if you hadn't spent the last 15 minutes driving around the parking lot looking for a place to park. I told you Section J. I wanted Section J.
But why Section J?
I told you, last week I was at the Piggly Wiggly with a whole slug of groceries, and I couldn't find my car. So I decided then and there I was going to come up with a plan to make sure that every time I parked my car, it was going to be in Section J.
But why Section J, for heaven's sakes?
Because J's my middle initial, Donna Jean, and I knew I'd never forget that. I was named after my mama, Jean, and she was named after her mama, Jean Ann. But no, you had to just whiz right past Section J, right into Q. Section Q, for heaven's sakes.
J was full. It was plump full.
Oh, the only thing that's plump full is your belly from eating that stack of 12 waffles at the waffle barn before we got here. My, oh my, if you don't watch yourself, you're going to be waddling out of here like a duck, and someone might just shoot you.
Oh, Donna.
Shh, the show's about to start.
Rocky Top, half bear, the other half cat. Wild as a mink and sweet as soda pop, I still dream about that. Rocky Top, you'll always be home sweet home to me. Good old Rocky Top, Tennessee. Rocky Top, Tennessee.
Looking for a moonshine still. Strangers ain't come down from Rocky Top, reckon they never will.
Corn won't grow at all on Rocky Top, dirt's too rocky by far. That's why all the folk on Rocky Top get their corn from a jar.
Rocky Top, you'll always be home sweet home to me. Rocky Top, Tennessee. Rocky Top, Tennessee.
City life trapped like a duck in a pen. All I know is it's a pity life can't be simple again.
Rocky Top, you'll always be home sweet home to me. Good old Rocky Top, Tennessee. Rocky Top, Tennessee. Rocky Top, Tennessee.
Yeehaw!
Howdy, folks, and welcome to the Grand Old Country. We got a whole lot of fun and music coming up for you tonight, so just sit back, relax, and enjoy. This next song is a Cowboy Legend. An old cowboy went riding out one dark and windy day. Upon a ridge he rested as he went along his way. When all at once a mighty herd of red-eyed cows he saw, plowing through the ragged sky and up the cloudy draw. Their brands were still on fire and their hooves were made of steel. Their horns were black and shiny and their hot breath he could feel. A bolt of fear went through him as they thundered through the sky, for he saw the riders coming hard, and he heard their mournful cry. Yippee-i-oh, yippee-i-ay, ghost riders in the sky. Faces gone, their eyes were blurred, their shirts all soaked with sweat. He's riding hard to catch that herd, but he ain't caught him yet. 'Cause they've got to ride forever on that range up in the sky, on horses snorting fire. As they ride on, hear their cry. As the riders loped on by him, he heard one call his name. If you want to save your soul from hell riding on our range, then cowboy, change your ways today, or with us you will ride, trying to catch the devil's herd across these endless skies. Yippee-i-oh, yippee-i-ay, ghost riders in the sky, ghost riders in the sky, ghost riders in the sky.
Good.
Oh, look, it says here that these singers are all the way from the Pembina Gorge in North Dakota.
I think that's the Pembina Gorge.
Well, we were in North Dakota once.
No, we weren't.
Yes, we were.
No, we weren't.
Yes, we were. I remember getting out of the car and having our picture taken in front of those four faces in the hill. My, that was something.
Oh, I remember. I almost run out of gas.
Oh, you never run out of gas.
I remember the four faces. George Washington. Abraham Lincoln.
Thomas Jefferson.
Yeah, and John Wayne.
No, it weren't no John Wayne, you silly. No, sometimes I just don't. Shh, they're starting again.
Now, I know y'all are going to like this next little lady, because everyone who has seen her work has enjoyed her. She comes all the way from Grinder Switch. She asked us folks here at the Grand Old Country a couple years back if she could do a little talking, and she's been a talking ever since. Please put your hands together and give a welcome, please, to Cousin Minnie May.
Howdy! Well, sir, I am just so proud and happy to be down here with all you fine folks. and handsome fellers. Now they are. Sure enough, I've been looking at 'em, and though I just look, it don't do no good, but I still look at 'em. It's kind of like going down to the depot to watch the trains go by. You love to hear the whistle blowing, but you ain't going nowhere. But the other day, I did see two fine-looking fellers walking by as I walked in there. And the two most handsomest fellers, and I looked at them and I smiled, and they looked at me and, well, they laughed. See, I can't help the way I look. They passed around looks, and I thought they said books, and I said, gee, give me a funny one. Well, you know my feller? Wow, he got so angry about me coming down here. Yeah, he did. He just got so worried when I left Grinder's Switch and came down here to Nashville. He did. He worried. He said, now, what are you going to do if one of these days one of those fellers go off and run off with you? I said, I sure hope so. So, now he come over the other night and, oh, it's so romantical, he says. It's late, it's about 8:30, I reckon, and we was sitting there on the double settee in the front room, and I was sitting by him, and, well, he was sitting by me, and one by one and each by each, we was sitting there. Oh, it is romantical, I suppose. Except for one thing. Now, we have this great big old grandfather clock up against the wall there. Every time my feller come over to keep me company, it sounds like it's going, take your time, take your time, take your time. I ought to get one of those little tickety clocks that go, get together, get together, get together. Ah, ain't it awful? A grown girl carrying on so silly. Now, my feller says, what would you do? Now, we was sitting there like two frogs under a collar leaf and it raining. What would you do if one of these days, one of those city fellers, those fast fellers, like city brokers, one of those fellers that would just kiss you at the drop of a hat? What would you do? I said, well, I suppose I'd be dropping my hat all the time then. Whee! Well, I ain't gotten any trouble yet, but I sure hope so. Thank you.
Say, good looking, what you got cooking? How's about cooking something up with me? Hey, sweet baby, don't you think maybe we could find us a brand new recipe? I got a hot rod Ford and a $2 bill, and I know a spot right over the hill. There's soda pop and the dancing is free, so if you wanna have fun, come along with me. Say, good looking, what you got cooking? How's about cooking something up with me? I'm free, I'm ready, so we can go steady. So how's about saving all your time for me? No more looking, I know I've been tooken. So how's about keeping steady company? I'm gonna throw my date book over the fence and buy me one for 5 or 10 cents. I'll keep it till it's covered with age, 'cause I'm writing your name down on every page. Say, hey, good looking, what you got cooking? How's about cooking something up with me?
Oh, Carl!
Yeah, Minnie?
Well, I'm so glad you're here. Why, there was a fellow over there, and he was sweet-talking me. And I bet if I wouldn't have ran off, he would have tried to kiss me.
Perfect stranger.
Well, he's not that perfect, I suppose, but no, I can't afford to be choosy. Say, Carl, I want to make a bet with you.
Yeah? What kind of bet?
I bet that I can kiss you without getting within 6 feet of you.
You can't do it.
I'll prove it.
You can't do it. I'm so tall you wouldn't even be able to reach me.
Well, I got my 50 cents here.
And I got my 50 cents.
I got my 50 cents. I bet I can kiss you without. Here I come.
You ain't getting within 6 feet of me.
I don't have to.
But Minnie, that ain't fair. Here's your 50 cents.
Oh, Carl, I'm sorry if I hurt your feelings, but I don't mean to hurt anybody's feelings. You see, I know what it's like to have my feelings hurt, and, well, love has done gone and kicked me right in the face.
And it shows, all right.
From the back door of your life, you swept me out, dear. In the breadline of your dreams, I've lost my place. At the table of your love, I got the brush off. At the Indianapolis of your heart, I lost the race. I've been washed down the sink of your conscience. In the theater of your love, I lost my part. And now you say you've got me out of your system. I've been flushed from the bathroom of your heart. In the garbage disposal of your love, I've been ground up, dear. On the river of your plans, I'm up the creek. Up the elevator of your future, I've been shafted. On the calendar of your events, I am last week. I've been washed down the sink of your conscience. In the theater of your love, I've lost my part. But now you say you've got me out of your system. I've been flushed from the bathroom of your heart.
So wonderful.
There is nothing like a good old country song to tug at your heart. Isn't that right, Darnell?
That's right. Pure poetry in motion.
You can say that again.
That's right. Pure poetry in motion.
Oh, Darnell. What I was about to say is that there are so many fine country songs on the radio that I could listen to them all day long. Oh, they speak to me in ways that no other music can.
That's right.
I have so many favorites.
Me too. Like, I'm so miserable without you. It's like having you around.
Or there's this one, who's gonna take the garbage out when you're dead and gone?
And another of my favorites. You make toothpicks out of the timber of my heart. Sort of makes you emotional, don't it?
Yeah. Oh, there it is.
I was dancing with my darling to the Tennessee waltz when an old friend I happened to see. I introduced her to my loved one, and while they were dancing, my friend stole my sweetheart from me.
That was beautiful.
And it says here, the next performer is one of my favorites, the Man in Black.
The man in back? Well, what on earth is he doing in back? Shouldn't he be up on stage or something? It doesn't make no sense for someone to be in back.
No, not the man in back, the man in black. The one and only Johnny Cash. And it burns.
Shush. The only thing that's burning is my ears from hearing you beller like that. For Pete's sake, people are going to hear you. Now hush up.
And it burns. The ring of fire.
I hear the train a-comin', it's rolling round the bend, and I ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when. I'm stuck in Folsom Prison, and time keeps dragging on. But that train keeps a-rolling on down to San Antone. When I was just a baby, my mama told me, son, always be a good boy, don't you ever play with guns. But I shot a man in Reno just to watch him die. When I hear that whistle blowing, I hang my head and cry. I bet there's rich folks eating in a fancy dining car, probably drinking coffee and smoking big cigars. Well, I know I had it coming, I know I can't be free, but those people keep moving, and that's what tortures me. Well, if they freed me from this prison, if that railroad train was mine, I bet I'd move it on a little farther down the line. Far from Folsom Prison, that's where I want to stay. And I let that lonesome whistle blow my blues away.
We hope you are enjoying the Just for YouTube virtual entertainment series. We're Amy Jo and David Pockert, and we created this program. When the decision was made to cancel our summer musical theater, it was very disappointing. But with the health risks of the coronavirus, we knew that it was the right decision. With the cast and crew just a few short weeks from rehearsal, we decided to switch gears and came up with an exciting new plan. If our audiences can't come to Frostfire, we will bring Frostfire to our audiences. And that's how the virtual shows came about. We've created them just for you.
It's hard to believe that it's been 30 years since Amy Jo and I first stepped on the Frostfire stage. We came to Frostfire in the summer of 1989 as actors in the production of Annie Get Your Gun. Since that time, we've worn many different hats, including actor, director, musician, stage designer, and you might even seen us in the kitchen bussing plates or making a darn good walleye and serving it out to our audience. But the most important part of our experience is that we've had the opportunity to work with so many talented young performers and meet so many wonderful people who have come to Frostfire from summer to summer.
Through these relationships, we have made many lifelong friends, like Jim and Naomi Donovan, who have been faithful audience members for 34 years. They, like hundreds of others, have made attending a performance at Frostfire Theater part of their summer tradition.
Hi, Naomi and
Jim Donovan
here. We are here to sing the praises of Frostfire Theater. It's one of our favorite places to go. And the first time we were up there was in 1987 to see Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat with people from our Bible study at church. And it was such a wonderful event. They didn't have the cover over the theater at that time, and so it was raining. And Richard and Judy gave everybody garbage bags, and we cut a place out for our heads and slipped them over, and we sat and watched the show in the rain for a while until they had to stop it because of lightning that was starting. So, but we have been back every year since. We have a 30-year history with Frostfire.
We really enjoyed it, and the drive up there is just beautiful. Even if there's not a show, you should take a drive up there. The valleys, the trees, everything.
The flowers.
Yes, it just, I'll tell you, we miss it for sure.
Yes. We have gone up there every year since then with our good friends and neighbors, Richard and Luann Stommel. And Luann and I have visited Hattie's Closet and brought back lots of souvenirs. And it's just a very important part of our summer. And we miss it very much already, but we will be watching the little musicals online and enjoying them just as much, I know. But hopefully next year we can all be back there.
And we're looking forward to it. We'd like to go another 20 years for sure.
Yes. So get on up to Frostfire when you can.
Thank you. Have a great day. Bye.
Frostfire Summer Theater was the vision of Richard and Judith Johnson, owners and operators of Frostfire Lodge and Ski Resort. The first musical theater production was produced in the summer of 1986, called New Horizons. It was an original story with music that told of the history of the Rendezvous region. It was Dick and Judith's mission to bring musical theater to the Frostfire and Pembina Gorge region, and we are so pleased and excited that the Pembina Gorge Foundation shares in that mission.
This not only gave audience members a chance to experience live musical theater in a beautiful outdoor setting, but it also provided performance opportunities for young actors, such as Misty Cope.
Hello, I'm Misty, and I am humbled and honored to be speaking on behalf of all of the alumni performers of Frostfire Summer Theater. We had a blast. It was so wonderful. I learned so much. I always say that I did a lot of my growing as an actor with my years of Frostfire Summer Theater. The roles I was challenged to play made me better. The actors that I was acting with, our relationships grew as we worked summer after summer together, and we made each other better. It was fabulous. And not only that, but the friendships that were built between the actors, musicians, directors, and the audience, it's such a win-win-win situation. So thank you, Frostfire. I'm tickled to be part of the 36th season right now, 2020, and I can't say enough about the support that we've been given through the years to keep Frostfire Summer Theater alive and well. So thanks for tuning in to our virtual shows. Thank you for supporting, and please, as always, keep enjoying the show. Thanks.
Over the past 35 years, Frostfire has grown into something very special, and it would not have happened without you. We want to thank you for believing in us, trusting us, and supporting us. And as we venture into the next 35 years, we hope that your support will continue.
Because of the COVID-19 virus, Frostfire Summer Theater, as well as many other theaters, have had to find ways to keep their theater alive and accessible to their audiences. But the reality of the situation is that providing these alternative theater experiences also comes with a price tag. And as nonprofit theaters such as ours have to cancel their summer programming, it makes our efforts all the more difficult.
Frostfire and the Pembina Gorge Foundation relies heavily on theater revenue to help them move forward in their daily operations throughout the year. It also provides dollars for theater improvements and production costs for future shows.
Our enthusiasm for creating these virtual shows comes out of our gratitude to you, our audience. We want to thank you for supporting us these past 35 years. It is our way of saying thank you. And we hope you will continue to support us for the next 35 years by making a donation to our On With the Show pledge drive.
After the show, or any time during our campaign, we invite you to become a sponsor or a friend of Frostfire Summer Theater by making your pledge. All donations are tax deductible and will help us to continue bringing you wonderful theater entertainment.
You can make your pledge by visiting the link in our description or by going to frostfirepark.org. You can also mail your pledge to the Show Must Go On Pledge Drive, Frostfire Summer Theater, P.O. Box 888, Walhalla, North Dakota, 58282.
A pledge of only $35 is like purchasing one ticket to a regular show, or a pledge of $70 would be equivalent of a pair of tickets. You determine the amount that fits your budget. You can make a one-time pledge or a recurring pledge. You can also become a major sponsor with your gift of $500 or more.
Thank you for being a part of our viewing audience and helping us celebrate our first 35 years. And now, on with the show.
Our next song is a favorite written by Carl Perkins and originally performed by Johnny Cash. I remember when I was a lad, times were hard and things were bad. There's a silver lining behind every cloud. Just poor people, that's all we were, trying to make a living out of blackland dirt. But we'd get together in a family circle, singing loud. Daddy sang bass,
Mama sang tenor.
Me and little brother would join right in there. Singing seems to help a troubled soul. One of these days, and it won't be long, I'm gonna join them in a song. I'm gonna join the family circle at the throne. No, the circle won't be broken. By and by, Lord, by and by. Daddy sang bass,
Mama sang tenor.
me and little brother would join right in there. In the sky, Lord, in the sky. I remember after work, Mama would call in all of us. You could hear us singing for a country mile. Now little brother has done and gone, but we'll rejoin him in a song. And we'll get together again up yonder in a little while. Daddy sang bass,
Mama sang tenor.
me and little brother would join right in there. Singing seems to help a troubled soul. One of these days, and it won't be long, I'm gonna join them in a song. I'm gonna join the family circle at the throne. No, the circle won't be broken. By and by, Lord, by and by. Daddy sang bass,
Mama sang tenor.
me and little brother would join right in there. In the sky, Lord, in the sky. In the sky, Lord, in the sky.
Gospel music has a way of brightening our spirits and lifting our souls. I'll Fly Away is a hymn written in 1929. It has become the most recorded gospel song of all time and is a standard sung at bluegrass jam sessions. Feel free to sing along.
Some bright morning when this life is o'er, I'll fly away to that home on God's celestial shore. I'll fly away. I'll fly away.
shadows of this life have gone. I'll fly away. Like a bird from prison bars has flown. I'll fly away. I'll fly away, oh glory. I'll fly away in the morning. When I die, hallelujah, by and by. I'll fly away. Oh, how glad and happy when we meet. I'll fly away. No more cold iron shackles on my feet. I'll fly away. I'll fly away, oh glory. I'll fly away in the morning. When I die, hallelujah, by and by. I'll fly away. When I die, hallelujah, by and by. I'll fly away.
It says here that North Dakota is the home of the NDSU Bison and the UND Fighting Hawks.
Yeah, those bison, they gallop on down to Frisco and kick butt.
And the UND Fighting Hawks team really know how to stick it to them. That's a little hockey humor, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Go
North Dakota! Get back on.
Okay.
I'm gonna shine up my boots, brush off my hat, soap up my saddle and ride out to the show at the rodeo tonight. If you wanna come and go, why don't you saddle up and gallop to Gallop, New Mexico? There ain't nothing like riding, it feels so exciting. Hoofbeats start sounding, in sync with your heartbeat pounding. In the land of enchantment, sure is fun, riding west into the sun, like no other feeling I know. We're gonna saddle up and gallop to Gallop, New Mexico. I'm gonna kick off my boots, sit down after the show at the rodeo tonight. I got all of my friends in tow when we saddle up and gallop to Gallop, New Mexico.
Well, there ain't nothing like riding. It feels so exciting.
Hoofbeats start sounding,
In sync with your heartbeat pounding.
When you did what you do and the day is done, you put your tailgates down, pump the pump tents up, crank the fire in the radio, and then we saddle up and gallop to Gallop, New Mexico. Like no other feeling I know, we're gonna saddle up and gallop to Gallop, New Mexico. Head on down to the El Rancho when we saddle up and gallop to Gallop, New Mexico.
Oh, that was so much fun. I could watch this again and again.
Well, you can.
What do you mean I can? How?
The folks at Frostfire are making this show available all week long, so you can watch it anytime you want. You just go to www.frostfirepark.org, and they'll go about showing you how to do it.
Oh, I'm gonna go home and tell all my friends and relatives, like Cousin Gladys.
Aunt Ardell.
And Cousin Betsy.
Grandpa Cyrus.
And Ramona, my second cousin once removed. They're all gonna want to see it.
And next week to have another brand new show called Swing Time.
Darnell, you're gonna love that. You're such a swinger.
And the week after that, it's the fabulous 50s.
You were fabulous back then, Darnell.
Oh, you're such a smooth talker, you. And it says here they'll finish up with what they call an alumni concert with former stars from the Frostfire stage.
That sounds exciting. We won't want to miss it. Well, let's get home and tell Cousin Betty all about it. Hurry up now. It's bingo night. We might not catch her at home.
Wait. There's another number.
Oh, good.
Happy trails to you until we meet again. Happy trails to you. Keep smiling until then. Who cares about the clouds when we're together?
Just sing a song and bring the sunny weather.
Happy trails to you till we meet again. Some trails are happy ones,
Others are blue.
it's the way you ride the trail that counts. Here's a happy one for you. Happy trails to you until we meet again. Happy trails to you. Keep smiling until then. Who cares about the clouds when we're together?
Just sing a song and bring the sunny weather.
Happy trails to you till we meet again. Who cares about the clouds when we're together? Just sing a song and bring the sunny weather. Happy trails to you till we meet again.
It sure was. I just can't wait till next week.
Well, partner, it is time to hit the trail. Now, do you remember where we parked the car?
What?
We'll find it.